Hey, what's up everyone? It's me. Now at this point a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, now this guy's just making videos about anything to get views on here. But the other day I made a tutorial about musicality and about how to kind of make your moves go with the song that's playing. And it follows from that if you want to tailor your moves to the song that's playing, you obviously need to be listening to that song while you're shooting. And the thing with iPod speakers is that unless you have a boombox or unless you have an iPod speaker that actually plugs in, they really don't get too loud at all. So then your probably next bet then is to go with headphones. And the headphones that come with the iPod, they really aren't good at all. If you're still listening to your iPod using the headphones that came with it, you're really just missing out on a lot. It's kind of like going from being super nearsighted to all of a sudden having glasses. No, it's just a super huge difference. Those is the headphones that come with the iPods, they pretty much are useless in my opinion. So you're probably then going to want to get some headphones that are a bit better, have better frequency, better noise isolation, better sound reproduction. Now the two biggest types of headphones are over the head and earbuds. And now we're going to start with over the head, as you can see in front of you. So with over the head, a couple big brands are Skull Candy, WESC, or I don't know how you pronounce that brand. It's like WESC. And then the Beats by Dr. Dre, that's another big brand that's coming in. Now the thing with over the heads is that it really depends on your style. If you do a lot of moves really close to your head, then this style probably isn't going to work for you because you're just going to end up knocking them off. So if you think that you have a style that can work with over the head headphones, then go for it, I would say. But try to choose one that sits kind of close to your head. These ones right here, I think these are the Skull Candy GIs. Yeah, they're the GIs. And that one is probably not going to work regardless of your style because they're super bulky. So with Skull Candy, the lowrider is the kind of the most minimal headphone. But then as you can see, look at what happened here. This broke off. I wasn't even doing anything like all that intense. I was just taking them off one day. Went to take them off from around my neck and this part snapped off. And then I was checking it out and this, as you can see, is really just kind of cheap plastic right there. And I get the impression that Skull Candy is really kind of just trying to nickel and dime people. Like you're kind of paying more just for the look and the name. And I'm not just saying this because it broke and I'm pissed off and I want revenge. Well, that's part of it. But if you go on like the Best Buy website, I guarantee you can find headphones made by like JVC or Panasonic that have better stats than Skull Candies and that are cheaper. So yeah, after seeing this, I'm really not too keen on Skull Candy anymore. So I'd recommend maybe checking out the Beats by Dr. Dre or maybe WESC. Now here we have earbud headphones. Now earbuds, what they do is they form a seal on the outside of the ear canal and they basically offer unparalleled noise isolation, sound reproduction, as well as frequency. So if you're into music with a lot of bass, which most electronic music has, earbuds is definitely a really good way to go. Earbuds are also good if you wear glasses, because if you wear glasses, over the head headphones will start to press on the arms after a while and it'll start to hurt. So if you wear glasses, I would recommend going with earbuds. And again, with the earbuds, top brands, Skull Candy and Beats by Dr. Dre. And these ones right here are the top earbuds that I've owned in my entire life. You probably can't see too well, but these are the JVC HA-FX66s. And I don't think you can get these anymore. Now it's gone to the next model up, the 67. But the thing that made these so great is that, as you can kind of see here, if I turn it, there's supposed to be a cushion on the end here, but I lost the cushion. So I know it's super blurry now, but you can kind of see that it comes with a cushion right here that fits into the part on the just outside of the air canal, and this helps it to stay in place. Like when I had these, it doesn't matter whether it was like winter, summer, whether I was skateboarding, dancing, whatever, these always stayed in place. Best headphones I ever owned. When they broke, they lasted about a year, and when they broke, I should have got them again, but I got a different brand, and I regretted it for a long time, and I just reordered the 67s, which is the evolution of this. A lot of earbuds, on the other hand, are like this style. This is what most of the Skull Candies look like. This is what the Beats by Dr. Dre look like. And with this style, hands down, you're playing Russian roulette. Because, you know, if you buy a pair of these, there's a chance that they'll fit properly and they'll work and everything will be good. But if you buy a pair and they don't work out, a lot of times you can't return them, so you're stuck with them. And the thing with these is that as soon as that seal around the air canal starts to break, the sound quality just cuts down exponentially. And the thing with these, as you can see, is that there's really nothing else holding it in place except this part on the end. So if you're doing dancing or jumping around a lot, eventually gravity is going to start to take its toll. Also, the thing with these is that, especially if you go out in the summer, you put them in, and then after 5 minutes they kind of get a bit moist and they start slipping out. So with these, it's really kind of hit or miss. You know, like I was saying, it might work out, it might not, and it's going to be either a really good experience or a really bad and frustrating experience. This pair is made by Panasonic, and this is the first pair of kind of real headphones that I got. And the left side stayed in perfectly, but the right side kept slipping out. And usually they come with small, medium, and large of these things on the end, but those sizes may not work for all air types. So these basically Russian roulette. And these are the kind that I have now. These are still working. But this is kind of trying to do something like those JVCs that I just showed you. Except instead of having an actual cushion on the end, all it is a piece of plastic. And that doesn't really help at all. So if you're going to go with earbuds, make sure that there's an actual cushion on the end. And finally, the thing I want to mention with earbuds is, once you find a pair or a model that works, just stick with that. Because when you're paying like $50, $30, $40, $50 and up for a pair, that's really not the time to start experimenting. So, you know, if you're feeling brave and you want to spend like $70 or like in some cases $150 on the Beats by Dr. Dre, if you got that money and you really want to support Lady Gaga, maybe you think Lady Gaga changed your life or something, then go ahead. But I'm warning you right now, it's like Russian roulette. Finally, this is one last option. This is like a combination of earbuds and over the head. And these ones, they definitely stay in the best, I would say, because they just clip right into the air there. And the thing with these though, downside of these is that they really don't offer that good sound isolation. So if you're on the train or on the bus, you might get yelled at for your reggae music being too loud. But yeah, this is definitely one option that's out there. So I hope this helps you out when you're dancing this summer. Get a good pair of headphones, get out there and dance. Alright, peace.